In this video, I'll guide you through how to use ClickUp for product management, focusing on setting up a simple but powerful structure you can build on. We'll walk through creating a dedicated space for your work, and then setting up a roadmap folder with a timeline view so you can see how everything fits together over time. Let's start inside ClickUp on your main workspace screen. The first thing you want to do is create a new space that will act as the home base for all of your product work. A space is the highest level container in ClickUp, and it helps you keep everything organized and separate from other areas like marketing, operations, or personal tasks. Look for the option to create a new space, usually found in the left sidebar. Click to add a new space, and when you're prompted to name it, type in product development. This name makes it clear that everything inside relates to building, improving, and managing your product. As you create the space, ClickUp may offer you some setup options like choosing a color or icon, or deciding which features to turn on, such as tasks, docs, or sprints. You can keep things simple at first. Pick a color that stands out so you can easily spot this space later, and make sure tasks are enabled, since that's where your product work will actually live. You can always come back and refine these settings as your process becomes more advanced. Once your product development space is created, you'll be taken inside it. This is where you'll start structuring things specifically for product management. The next step is to create a folder that will hold your roadmap. Folders in ClickUp sit inside spaces and help you organize groups of lists around a specific theme or workflow. Inside the product development space, find the option to add a new folder, click to create one, and name this folder Product Roadmap. This folder will become the central place where you plan and track your upcoming features, improvements, and releases. Keeping your roadmap in its own folder makes it much easier to filter, share, and maintain as your product evolves. After naming the folder, confirm or save it. Now you're inside the product roadmap folder, ready to set up how you'll view your work. ClickUp supports different views, such as lists, boards, and timelines. For product management, a timeline is especially useful because it helps you see when work is planned, how items overlap, and what's coming next. Look for the option to add or change a view in this folder. Choose the timeline view from the available options. Once the timeline appears, you can adjust the timescale, zoom level, or filters so the view matches how far ahead you usually plan, whether that's weeks, months, or quarters. The goal is to make the roadmap easy to read at a glance. When you're happy with how the timeline looks, set this timeline view as the default view for the product roadmap folder. That way, every time you open the folder, you immediately see your roadmap laid out over time instead of having to switch views manually. This small step keeps your focus on planning and scheduling, which is at the heart of product management. From here, you're ready to start adding tasks, features, and milestones into your product roadmap timeline, turning this basic structure into a living visual plan for your product.